because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by the last 6.5 years in the waiting. Jack Hughes on IFL TV. Good to see you, my man. How's things?
All good, mate. Mate, it's been a long, long time coming this. I think IFL missed out on a small hall superstar in me, but I'm here now. I'm back, baby.
Well, I've only just found out we missed out on a small hall career, potentially, because I didn't know you'd packed it up. Let's take it back to that professional debut, actually. So you lost on your professional debut. Come back and ended up becoming a Southern Area champion. 11 professional fights. Was it 11 professional fights? How do you kind of look back at your career? Because there would have been ups and downs and probably some regrets like everyone, but a career that has ended, in quote marks, so far with a Southern Area title.
Yeah, mate, like, I look back on my career with great fondness. Like, as you said, I lost my debut. I come back from that. I beat the guy that beat me on my debut. I then was the first ever person to fight for the Southern Area title in my weight class. There's been 3 fights since for that belt. I've been involved in every single one of them. I got a win, a draw, and a... so my mate's just walking by. I got a loss, win, and a draw. So I won the area title, I won a challenge belt, and I also won Fight of the Year for my last fight as well. So it's a great career.
And you got the award for the most rascal clobber. What is that, by the way? I thought at first it was, you know, is it the red nose day bit? But I look closer, it's a bit more graphic.
Yeah, no, I don't know who this bear is. It's just a boo-hoo bear. But yeah, mate, this is pretty dimmed down for me, you know. Like, I've got my pearl necklace with me today, but I normally have my nails painted. I normally got like pink outfits on, no sleeves, everything. You should have seen me at the award ceremony, mate, for the Southern Area. It was great. It was great.
Well, I have seen the picture now. Maybe you're right. Maybe we did miss out on an eccentric small hall superstar. I know you're kind of in your head, well, you told me off camera, in your head, kind of perhaps teasing a comeback to yourself. What is it that makes you want to come back to the ring? Is it that thing that most boxers say where it's just an unmatchable buzz? Listen,
yeah, boxing's a hard sport to let go of. I've let go of it a couple times, but it always somehow seems to creep back into my life. Obviously, I've got a family soon. My little girl is due in about 3 weeks. So it's just nice to, you know, I want to make her very proud. I mean, I'm sure I've already gonna make her proud in it with what I've accomplished, but I'd like to get in it a bit more. I've got to kind of a stage in my career where I can start earning a bit of cash. So, you know, come back, get a bit of cash, maybe another title fight on the horizon. But I just need the cost of the medicals and stuff have gone up now. So if anyone's watching and want to sponsor a superstar in the small hall scene, jump on board and help me out with my medical, please.
You go, you heard the man. I'll tell you what, I want to see you back in the sport for one simple reason. I can't have Casey and Ejaz fight for the British title again. Someone needs to fight at that weight for the British title. Kind of looking at that from being in the division at the time and perhaps potentially in it again soon. How have you assessed all that? Because they were good fights, but it's just turned out to be a complete mess with the draws.
Mate, they've been 3 incredible fights. Like, I watched the first one, that wasn't for the British, so that was for like the WBO European, I think. Yeah, and I thought Ijaz won that. And then I watched the second one, and I was watching it on my friend's phone. I was actually meant to go to it, but I ended up having COVID, so I completely missed the whole show. And I was watching it, and it cut off in the 8th round, and I just thought Casey was well up. And then next minute I looked at the draw, I was like, what the hell happened there? Now, I missed the 3rd one, but I saw it was another draw, another classic, and then they were meant to fight again only a couple months ago. Casey ended up not making it, like, pulling out. And, mate, he's only got a draw in the fight again the 3rd
Marcel steps in, another draw.
But I, as I was watching it, I had, I think, Marcel up by, like, 2-3 rounds. So I was quite shocked that they give it to Ijaz, but I don't know, mate. But I think they're signed up again to fight, and they, mate. If it's another draw, I don't know. They might as well just get that title vacated. Just scrap the British because it's over, I think, if it's another draw.
Just let them all have fun and let's tell them all to move on to European level. So look, obviously, I'd like to see you come back. There'll be a lot of people who'd like to see you come back in the ring. Have you got kind of a set aim? I know you said there's money to be made, there's titles you want to win. Is there kind of perhaps a set aim in your head, a set title, perhaps some bucket list things, even like a venue you want to fight at, just anything you kind of want to tick off on your boxing bucket list?
Yeah, there's a couple things. Like, I always wanted to win the Commonwealth title. That was always my dream when I started. I've been surrounded by Commonwealth champions. Funny enough, my mate Tyson Gallagher just won the Commonwealth yesterday. So yeah, that's a bucket list. I mean, always love to have fought at the O2 as well. I think that's probably 99% of people's dreams to fight at the O2 if you're British. But yeah, so if I come back, let's see how it goes for a couple fights, but maybe Commonwealth and the O2 in the pipeline, maybe.
Refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,